Here's one thing that took me a really hard time to understand about trauma healing. So, as I started the trauma healing process, and really this took me like years to really understand and figure out because I don't feel like anyone, even like trauma therapists that I work with and different healing modalities, I didn't really understand this. But trauma healing wasn't so much about, yes, it was like releasing these things from my body, like retraining my brain and not having to repeat these old patterns, really, because to get out of survival mode and stay out of survival mode and to be able to appreciate peace, to appreciate calm, to appreciate joy, to appreciate happiness, and not always be in a state of, okay, well, so things are going right now, like I can't wait until the other shoe drops. Like, when are things going to start going wrong? And that was an old trauma pattern because that was familiar. Things going wrong, being in a state of fight or flight or freeze, like being in these consistent trauma states, that was normal for me. Like, that was comfortable for me. And not being in those states was uncomfortable. I didn't know how to fully embrace peace and joy and the calm and silence and my brain being silent and my brain not thinking about a million things, replaying all of the situations of things that have happened, of things that could happen, that may never happen. And it was hard for me to grasp that. And one of the things I always talk about when it comes to trauma healing is, and nervous system regulation in general, is releasing the patterns that helped us survive. And look, like, these served us at one point. It's not that these patterns are necessarily bad, because they helped us, they served us, they protected us when we needed that. And now that we're not in those same situations, are those patterns still serving us? Are they helping us not only survive, but are they helping us thrive in our life right now? And yeah, I'd say 99.999% of the time, the answer is no. Those patterns are not helping us thrive. Yes, they helped us survive, but no, they're not helping us find peace and joy and happiness and feel comfortable with those things, and know that we can, even if we have stressors, even if we have things that come up that disrupt our life, we can always come back to that peace and joy because it's in ourselves and we feel comfortable with it now that we've really done the work to regulate our nervous systems, to release and change these patterns, these trauma patterns. And this is really important. And if you want to thrive, if you want to find joy again, or, for me, it was really for the first time, like, I couldn't remember a time when I felt really happy or felt joy or felt peace. It's about finding these things again, or for the first time, and being able to always come back to them, even if we have hard days or hard times or weeks or whatever it may be. And this is so important. And this is what life should be. We should be able to find peace and joy and calm and happiness in our lives. And how do we do that? And so this is a big part of our new program, Rooted in Harmony, of how do we start to shift these patterns and start to be more comfortable with these uncomfortable feelings of peace and joy and calm and happiness. And how are we able to come back to these time and time again on a daily basis, multiple times a day, on a weekly basis? How do we come back to this? So if this resonates, if this is something you're like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I want that, this program that I've launched, that's getting ready to start here in the coming weeks, at middle of June here, sign up for this program. It's 8 weeks. You're going to get individualized support. You're going to get group support. You're going to learn some things, and then most importantly, you're not going to just learn them. I'm going to teach you exactly how to implement them and provide accountability and provide support in doing that. And these are going to be practices that you're going to be able to use for the rest of your life. So there's a link in our bio. It's only $400 for 8 weeks, which is a crazy, crazy discount from what this will be next time. So sign up using the link in our bio.